up. Tomato water.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll start with a little bit of backstory. What is the reason why I'm doing this? Me, you, and Jamal were talking in Oregon, and James, my brother James, was outside of the room, and somehow I got brought up. There's a music video of Disturbed doing The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, and just unanimously we all agree that it's just not good.
Within the sound of silence.
It blew up like when they Disturbed first released it, and like they performed it on Conan.
Please welcome Disturbed.
Has over 500 million views on YouTube. That's not the point. Lots of people love it, but I know for a fact James will not.
So the idea was that when James came back in the room, we were all going to pretend like we liked this song and convince him to also say he likes it and then laugh in his face. But I was like, James won't fall for that. He'll know we're just joking.
Maybe there's a way that I can, like, over time, convince him.
We have a wedding coming up, and between now and then, I'll convince James to pretend like he likes this song.
Getting him to be like, oh yeah, it is really good, when it's like, I know you don't like this.
It's Thug and a Rug 2.0. What's Thug and a Rug? I'll have Ian explain.
All right, so the brothers were all sitting around the table at Mom and Dad's, and we're talking about whatever we talk about, and I came up with this idea of, hey, have you heard this new song on the radio?
Ian randomly was just like, oh, like, there's that new song on the radio. It goes like, I'm a thug in a rug, holla.
Like a thug in a rug, holla, something like that, and I think it's by Bone. And at first he kind of chuckled, like, oh, I don't know. But then Jordan kind of was like, oh yeah, I've heard that song.
And I immediately knew he was lying. And so I just played along. And I was like, oh yeah, that song, that's my jam. Yeah, thug in a rug, holla.
Every time I turn this radio on, I hear this thug in a rug, holla, this thing. And we kind of watch James, we're having a little fun with him. He's just kind of looking around like, wait, what's going on?
James was in the room, you could just tell he was just sort of like, huh, I've never heard that song.
So we kind of left it at that. And a couple times after that, we would say it again. Have you heard that song yet? James, have you heard that song, Thug in a Rug, holla?
So we did that for a while, and eventually James came up to us. I don't know if it was a couple days later, I can't remember. I'd already forgotten about the song.
You know, maybe about a week went by, and I hear from Jordan that he finally gets James to say that he had heard the song.
James comes up, he's like, oh yeah, I finally heard that song, that Thug in a Rug song. You know, it's Thug in a Rug, holla, I've heard that song.
James like, yeah, I think I heard that song, Thug in a Rug, yeah. And then of course Jordan just lost it because it was a joke and the song doesn't exist. It was this big gotcha kind of thing.
I'm trying to recreate that moment. James being like, oh yeah, I'm in on it too. I like this song too. In this case, it's a real song.
But it was fun, and James has always been a good sport. So yeah, that's the Thug and a Rug story.
So breaking it down, how I'm going to do this. I'm going to build a conversation first about music. Then I'm going to introduce non-rap related music into our conversation. I'm going to do that under the guise of football. I'm going to have to get into his mind. I'm going to do a lot of grooming. Every time there's a football game, I'm going to send him a hyped up song. That's just going to be the periodic thing that I hit him with, almost like the metronome of like, we talk about music, this is what we do now. I'm sending James the first text here. I'm going to say, yo, have you listened to Chance's new album yet? Pretty dope. Send.
Alright.
August 3rd, 2:41 p.m. Mountain Time.
Okay, so I'm gonna get you up to speed on what's happened so far. First, I asked him about Chance's album, setting the stage for talking about music. Then on August 8th, I texted him about the Seahawks' first preseason game. You ready for the preseason boy. Hype Train. And I send him Des Rocks. Is that how you say that? Des Rocks. Second Seahawks game comes up. I texted him Kendrick Lamar's Humble.
Nobody pray for me. It been a day for me.
I talked a little smack about the Seahawks. Then I asked him a music question. All right, yo, end the debate. What's better, Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly? Key is to set the precedent that I ask him questions about music. Next Seahawks game, I send him Rage Against the Machine, non-rap. Ask him some logistical things about the wedding.
I ask you questions about the wedding. I get you involved with the wedding. You're involved with music, you're involved with wedding. It only makes sense. This is a serious question.
Final preseason game, I send him Kanye West, Black Skinhead. Rap, but... So come next week, I'm going to send him a Disturbed song. Down with the Sickness.
What's today? Sunday, September 8th, 6:22 p.m. Today I sent James a Here We Go text. I said, here we go, Seahawks are going down. And I sent him Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. So now the game is over, the Seahawks won, and I sent him a text that says, congrats on that W. And then I was waiting for him to respond so I would know he was at his phone, but he hasn't responded in almost an hour. So I'm just gonna go ahead and send him this text. Yo, funny coincidence, I sent you a Disturbed song earlier. Morgan and I are putting together details for the wedding and came across this dope Disturbed rendition of The Sound of Silence, and we're thinking of using it for either our first dance or somewhere in the ceremony. I'll follow up with, where do you think it should go? If his answer is anything other than in the trash, I'll consider it a success. We're going to use this at our wedding, and then it's up to him to be like, don't. If he doesn't save me from myself, then I'll be like, what are you doing, man? You're gonna let me play that song? I'm sending it to him now. Now we wait.
Three dots?
No. Whisper.
And this sure is The Sound of Silence.
Good one. All right. Looks like he's not responding. But when he does, I'll get back to you.
Okay, so James finally responds. It's 7:43 p.m. He goes, ha ha ha, y'all for real want to use that? I feel like that's a pre-ceremony song. And I go, pre-ceremony, like while everyone is getting seated? And he says, precisely. I need to get him to go on record of saying like, yeah, I don't like this song, but like you do you. Because that's what I kind of feel like he's doing here.
Yeah.
I really need him to be like, no, yeah, it's good, it's good. Like, yeah, no, it's a really good pre-ceremony song. I need to hammer that detail down. And like when everyone's getting seated and stuff, we're gonna have like a playlist going, I think. But like the last song we're gonna play is gonna be The Sound of Silence, the Disturbed song you said is dope, right?
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
You're playing it during. Okay, you already did it.
That's gonna be like our lead-in song, and then it's pretty good, right?
You can't beat that song.
It's a pretty good song, right?
I was like, what the hell?
I don't really know who
But
Disturbed
then I was
is.
like, you probably.
I don't really know who Disturbed is,
Right.
but I will. It sounds like
Rock
it's a good.
band, yeah.
It's got the vibe though, I think.
Like the right kind of vibe, right?
Yeah.
It's got a good vibe.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Good?
Disturbed.
It's definitely good for the
I
reception.
should go with it.
I told you should do it at the reception, like when you guys walk in and stuff. So.
Let me
That's what you mean ceremony.
All right. Wait, you said during the
You
ceremony?
said pre-ceremony.
Reception or
Pre-ceremony.
ceremony?
Oh, pre-ceremony. Yeah, pre-ceremony. Yeah.
Pre-ceremony, right?
Yeah, yeah. When everybody's filling in and sitting down and stuff.
I haven't heard. No one actually.
Oh, is it?
Is it Disturbed?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibe.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
kinda
say,
like-
Well, it's gotta be more modern.
Yeah,
gotta be
that's
more
what I
modern.
was
You
saying.
gotta be more modern.
It's a bit of a
Yeah.
generation.
You gotta put your own twist on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Within the sound of silence.
All right, cool. I got one more surprise. That it's just like a video. I don't know if you guys all want to like crowd around or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanna put it up
Oh, yeah,
there?
hold up there,
Put it
hold
up
up
there,
there.
and then we can.
What is the reason why I'm doing this?
What is it again?
And James, my brother James was outside of the room, and somehow it got brought up. There's a music video of Disturbed doing The Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel, and just unanimously we all agree that is just not good. Lots of people love it, but I know for a fact James will not.
Operation Disturbed.
I'll convince James to pretend like he likes this song. When it's like, I know you don't like this. It's Thug and Rug 2.0.
Thug and Rug.
Alright. So,
Oh my god.
Whatever we talk about. And I came up with this idea of, hey, have you heard this new song on the radio? I'd heard this song.
James comes up and says, that song, that Thug and Rug song.
James like, yeah, I think I heard that song. Thug and a Rug? Yeah.
Breaking it down, how I'm going to do this. I'm going to build the conversation first about music. I'm going to introduce
Now it all makes sense.
do that under the guise. I ask you questions about the wedding. I get you involved in the Kanye West Black Skinhead. Yo, funny coincidence, I sent you a Disturbed song earlier. Morgan and I are putting together details for the wedding and came across this dope Disturbed rendition of The Sound of Silence, and we're thinking of using it for either our first dance or our first dance. Where do you think it should go?
This sure is the sound of silence.
Damn. Yep. Morgan with the heat.
Yeah.
All right. I'm saying like, yeah, I don't like this song, but like you do you, because that's what I kind of feel like he's doing here.
Yeah.
That's exactly what the I did. I was like, I'm not gonna argue with the I'm not arguing with the groove, man.
I need to hammer that detail down.
Yeah. That was awesome. Yeah.
That was elaborate as but I'll give you that. You got it. It all makes sense now. God damn. I was like, why is he sending me music with the football? I was like, I don't get it. I don't understand why he's doing this to me. I've been played by my brothers and my soon-to-be sister-in-law, and
Vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets.